Hello, good morning. My name is Chris Ebute. Thank you so much for tuning to this channel again. And this channel will teach you how to play your gospel piano, your licks, runs, lines, passing chords, and stuffs like that. And in this video, I'm going to show you three easy ways to voice your 7th chords. Now, this video is basically for beginners who have been playing triads and you want to upgrade your chords to 4-note chords. You know, triad is just 3-note chords. Now, you want to start playing 4-note chord, and which is, basically the 7th chord. So this video is going to basically teach you, 3 easy ways you can start voicing your 7 chords. And then subsequently, after you've mastered these easy ways, you can start going to more complicated chords. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to teach you in this video. So stay tuned. Now, before I go into the first voicing, I would like to talk about the 7th chord. Now, we have several types of 7th chords, right? Now, but in this video, I'm going to be telling you or teaching you the 7th chord that is built on the 1st degree, the 4th degree, and the 5th degree of any key. In any key you have only 3 major chords, and it's built on the 1st degree, the 4th degree, and the 5th degree of any key. Though I'm playing the one of C, right? In the key of C. Now, in any key, the 1st, the 4th, and the 5th degree of that key or of that scale is a major chord. And so those are the 3 chords where I'm going to show you how to voice your 7th chords. Now, the first one is C. Now, what 7th chord is built on the 1st degree is actually the major 7th chord. Yeah. So if you want to play your 1 chord and you want to add your 7th, you add your major 7th note to that chord. So how do you build your major 7th chord? Simple. Just take your C and then add your 7th note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. So C, triad, and then add your 7th. Or you can also look at it this way. You just take your root triad, go up to the octave, lower it by a half step, and still get your major 7th chord. Yeah, so that's the major 7th chord. Now, this is how to voice it. The left hand is playing the root and the 7th note. And then the right hand is playing the C triad. Just C triad, but first inversion. This is the root. This is the first inversion. This is the second inversion. This is back to the root. So we are playing the first inversion. Then the left hand plays root and 7th. So you have these 2 chords together like this. So this gives you C major 7. So let me show you the other one so you can play them together. So the next one will be the 4 chord, because this has another major chord. So how do you build it? The same way, your roots and your 7th. Although we are in the key of C, but right now I want to build F major 7th. That's why I'm calling the F roots, because the F is in the key of C. The F is the 4, not the root. But right now I want to build F major 7th chord, even though we are still in the key of C, right? So this F roots and then your 7th. This is the octave, right? Lower it by semitone. You have your, and then the right hand plays still the triad, F triad. But let's play this first inversion. Let's play the second inversion. So it goes like this. So you have your 1 chord, then your 4 chord, then the 5 chord. Now the 5 chord is slightly different. The 5 chord, the 7th chord built on the 5 chord is not the major 7th chord. Please note that. It is the dominant 7th chord. So if you want to play your 5 chord and you want to add the 7th, you add the 7th, you had the dominant 7th note, right? So how do you build your dominant 7th note? Let's say we're in the key of C, right? I want to build our C dominant 7th. So you take your triad, go up to the octave, lower it by a whole step, sorry. This is your C dominant 7th chord, or you can also call it C7 chord. Or you can just take a triad, go to the 7th, lower it by a half step. So that's your dominant 7th chord. Now we want to build our 5 dominant 7th chord, or the G dominant 7th chord, because the G is the 5 in the key of C. So what you do, you take your root octave, lower it by a whole step. But if you're in the 7th note, you lower it by a half step. But right now I'm on the octave, so I lower it by a whole step. And then the right hand plays the same chord. The right hand still plays, the triad, but first inversion. So this is it. So the 1 chord like this, the 4 chord like this, the 5 chord, back to the 1 chord. Power belongs to you. Power belongs to you. In heaven and the earth, all power belongs to you. Yeah, that's the first way you can voice your 7th chord. You can see it doesn't have too much notes inside, just few notes, but you have your 7th note there, and it still sounds nice. Okay, so that's the first one. Now the second one is not very different from the first one. The second one is just adding your the 5 notes on the left hand. So this is what you have before, right? You just add your 5 notes. So this is it. And then the right hand still have the same chord. Then the 4 chord, the same thing. This is what we have before. Just add your 5, which is your C now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The key of F. So add your 5. Then here's the place your triad. So this is what you have. And on the 5 chord, the same thing. You add your 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then come here. Same thing. Power belongs to you. Power belongs to you. In heaven and the earth, all power belongs to you. So that's that. Very simple. Now the third one and the last one for this video is this. Now this is slightly different also, but there's something here. Now the left hand you play the roots, the 5 and the octave. Then the right hand you play like this without the roots at the right hand. Now this is what is referred to as rootless voicing. Rootless voicing. Now I'm playing the C major chord, but I'm not adding the roots. I'm just playing it like this. So that it makes it rootless voice. Now this last voicing helps you. It begins to introduce you to rootless voicing, because like I was playing at the beginning of this video. I was playing the chord. The right hand, the left hand, and then the right hand was doing some runs. Basically, I was playing blues scales. So now the rootless voicing helps you to free your hand, to be able to do a manner of improvisation, right? So that's the advantage. There's the advantage of playing rootless voicing. So your left hand has the roots. The roots is very well registered with the left hand, and then the right hand plays without the roots, so you can do other things that you want to do. So that's just the concept. So now you play it like this, and then the 4 chord you play the roots 5, the roots again. That's octave. Then you play rootless voicing again. Yeah. Then the 5 also. You take your 5, the 5th, the octave, and then you play rootless voicing again. Right? So these are 5. So that's the progression, the third easy way to play your 7th chord. Yeah. Oh Lord, my God, how excellent is your name in all the earth. How excellent is your name. Now, that is the third easy way to play your 7th chord. This last one is very important. It's also good that you practice this last one, because it's going to introduce you to rootless voicing concept. Now, you can apply this to any other key also. As a gospel pianist, whatever you can do on the key, you should also try to practicalize it or practice it in other keys. For instance, if now I've been playing on the key of C, I can try to play on the key of F, then use the same thing. There was the 4 in the key of F, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I play that, rootless voicing. just like what I did in the key of C. Then the 5. See, the 5 is the C. So this here. Then come back to your 1. Yeah, so those are the 3 easy ways you can voice your 7th chords. Dominant 7th chord, major 7th chord. Yeah. So if you have not started playing, even though you've started playing 7th chord, you might like some of this voicing, you know, because it's a nice voice. Even intermediate play use this voicing too, you know. So that's all I have for you for this video. I hope you got something from this video. And please do not forget to give me a thumbs up. Please, if you have not subscribed, I'd like you to subscribe to this channel. Click the notification bell so that YouTube will always notify you whenever I post new videos. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.